Hello, this is Jules Gambit here, and today we are going to talk about the hot crazy matrix, but for chess openings. So a few years back, there was this very viral video called The Hot Crazy Matrix, A Man's Guide to Women by James Eaker. Today we'll be doing the same thing, but with chess openings. So as you can see, I've taken their little scale and readjusted it so we can add some chess openings to it. And of course, this is just my opinion, but also I think I'm right. And if you disagree, you're wrong. Just kidding, but not really. So the first opening we're going to discuss is the Philidor counter gambit. Now you may be asking, what is the Philidor counter gambit? And you would be totally correct for not knowing, mostly because most people who played it have now gone crazy. Just kidding, well, not really. But it is a very old opening that's gone out of fashion, and I'm going to show you why I would rank it very high on the crazy scale and very low on the hot scale. So we're going to use my good friend Chess Tempo to look at this. Starts out pretty normal, e4, e5, and then here's the shocker, f5. And you might be thinking, what in the King's Gambit is this? And you would be right. So this used to be a super popular opening, a counter defense, but lately it's gone out of style, and I'm going to show you why. Here's an example of some of the tricky positions you can get into while playing this as black. So as you can see, this is from a highly rated game, so we're going to try it out. We're going to look at it. White takes back, yay, attacking a knight, but oh no, knight g5. Not looking so bad. Okay, fine. Yeah, not so good. Oh boy. We've got a nice little pin here. Black looks to have a little bit of a positional advantage, but then you've got queen h5, and from there it just gets a little bit tricky. So you see why a player might like this. It's very unusual. Many people don't know the theory, especially at a higher level. It could be really interesting in blitz games, but it ends up getting into some crazy positions. Personally, I don't think it's too hot, especially since I have a bit of a habit of blundering my queen, so yeah. I wouldn't. So that's why I placed it where I did. Going to the opposite side, now we've got the date zone, a little spicy. And here's my personal favorite, King's Gambit. I think King's Gambit is so hot. So hot, I'd go on thousands of dates with King's Gambit. They don't even need to pay. I would pay. I would pay for King's Gambit. Yeah, but that being said, King's Gambit can also be a little bit crazy. You can get into some insane variations. I've been playing it for a while, and honestly, I still blunder all the time with King's Gambit. That being said, I'm not the best player, but it is a little bit tricky. So we're gonna look at one variation of King's Gambit. All right, I already know I'm not gonna say this right, but this is the Falkbeer counter gambit and the King's Gambit, and then the Hinrichsen gambit. We're just gonna move past that. Okay, so we've got the normal King's Gambit, Falkbeer counter gambit. Whenever I see this, I wanna cry. 3 pawns for some reason. Takes, now we have a queen out. Oh, look at that, queen's under attack. Take, potential pin, I'm scared, queen moves, check. Yeah, this is terrifying to me, this is scary. This makes me want to cry. Look at this, look at that. So, is she hot? Yeah, she's hot, she's hot. Is she crazy? Yeah. And then a few more. So we've got the Latvian. All right. The Latvian, basically, I'm not going to show it because I don't even know if it's worth showing. It's like a reverse King's Gambit on black's side. And since black doesn't really have the momentum, it ends up kind of crazy. I like to play it sometimes in blitz, but it never works out. I don't think she's too hot. She's attractive. She's okay. But I don't think she's too hot, and she's very crazy, so I don't go there. The danger zone, fun, but is it worth it? Danish Gambit. You will be seeing this a lot, but you're losing a lot of major pieces right away, and I tend to blunder center pawns anyway, so I avoid her. Fun zone, Scandinavian, Albin counter gambit. If they don't accept, you are fine, you are chilling, like, is this the best time of your life? No, probably not. Are you even having fun? I don't know. Depends how bored you are. But it's not dangerous. You're gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. You're cool. You're cool. And now we're gonna get to one of the most underrated openings in my humble opinion. This is a little bit controversial, but Ali Oaken's Defense. I learned pretty much all of my openings from chess.com, so we're gonna use them for this one. And it's a hypermodern opening, which, in my opinion, hypermodern openings tend to be a little bit more passive, so this can look like not quite a hot date at first, but it actually ends up being really cool. So you go, the crazy move, knight f6. Why I like this is e4 players tend to really want to play something in their opening repertoire, like Gambit or Vienna Gambit, Scotch, whatever. So this really annoys them, and I like annoying them. And from here you can do all sorts of things. Most likely they will push the pawn to e5, and then you go knight d5. And it gets really cool from there. And last but certainly not least, we have the infamous meme opening of the Pawn Cloud, which was made by absolute legend Hikaru. And this opening is definitely crazy and also surprisingly hot. Keep that in mind. Anyone ever want to play a game with you on Tinder, just play the Pawn Cloud opening. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. If you've been living under a rock, you may be wondering, Jules, what's the Pawn Cloud opening? And I am here to tell you, my friend. So this is courtesy of chess.com. E4, gorgeous. I'm an E4 player, love it, love it. D4 is for wimps. E5, and then the brilliant move, King E2. And now you might be wondering, who would play this? This is so stupid. And you're right, it is stupid, but it's actually been played by legendary trolls. Magnus Carlsen, Hikaru, people play this, people play this. And you know what, with a strong player, I don't know, they can pretty much play anything. They could even play H3 and it would be hot. So who am I to judge? Who are you to judge? We just go along with it. Here is the hot crazy matrix. If you think I left anything out, please leave me a comment, let me know. Thank you for watching this kind of horrible video. And please don't forget to like, subscribe. I appreciate you.